Well, g'day there. Welcome back to the RaeSide. Yowie wowie. We haven't had a live show in weeks. My God. Before we do anything, can you hear me? Is the mic working? Nothing like that. That was it. It was the first stream of the year, wasn't it? In the start of January, and I did like the first 5 minutes without the mic. How are we sounding today? How are we sounding today? Can you got me? You hear me? It's working. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Oh man, we're rusty. We're rusty. Haven't done a live show in a hot minute. Welcome in. Loud and clear. Oh, good. I'm so glad. And even the other day in our masters meetings, I think the mic was like my headphones or something. Like it wasn't coming through my real mic. Anyway, it sounds like we should be sounding good. Got some OGs in the chat. It's a trap. Mudhorn. Katie, it is middle of the night for you. What are you doing awake? UK friends, it's like 1 a.m. there, is it not? 1 a.m.? 2 a.m.? Something. Isn't it super late there? But great to have you in nonetheless. Hope we can keep you company. And also Master CG and DB in the house. How we doing? Macman, how are we? All systems nominal? Fantastic. I did claim in the title of this live show right now that we're doing a coffee stream. My coffee was too good this morning. I drank it all, hate to tell you. Finished it up, so we're on to the sparkling waters already. But nevertheless, let's catch up. Oh, I've missed you. It's been so long. You can almost still hear it a little bit. And I might mute for a cough or two here or then. Of course, nothing like a good old head cold to start off the year. I was pretty much bedridden all last week. And this week I'm only just getting back into the swing of things. So that's where I've been. But apart from that, life is good. It's sounding good. It's looking good. Good. I tweaked some camera settings as well, so I should be fairly clear today as well. Changed the lighting a little bit. Lots of little tweaks. That's what it's all about. Make a good show for yous. So I'm excited that you're here. It's 1 a.m. here. Is that in the UK? Is that what you say? We're cracking the the lime, lightly sparkling lime sparkling water today. That's what we're down in. It's a hot day. Yeah, UK mat on. Yeah. Member for 36 months. There it is. Boom. There goes the dynamite. 3 years. Please join if you can. Padawan is $1 a month. Yeah, that's true. $1 a month, as cheap as it gets. I physically can't make it any cheaper. That is the cheapest YouTube makes it. 99 cents. 8 buckaroonies for being a knight, and it is $20 a month for being a master. The master is like the best tier ever. We hang out every second week and sort of in between weeks as well. If I miss something, we hang out a couple times a month. It's really fun. We talk life. It's a good time. Definitely is a good time. But thank you for that endorsement, DB. It is very fun, even if you join up to be a Padawan. So yeah, and thank you for 36 months. You've been hanging out for that first 36, haven't you? You've been waiting for that 3-year mark. You finally made it. It's crazy that it's actually freaky to think that was 3 years ago. I remember, I think it was because it was the end of January sort of timing that I got monetized on YouTube. And when you get monetized, you're able then to make memberships, and people can subscribe and become a member to they can subscribe, but they can become a paid member of the channel. Yeah, and DB, you were part of that first wave. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hello, you are early. You usually come in the last minute. We're only 7 minutes live. Look at that. Look at that. It's true. It is always hot there. It is, well, I say there, it's here. It is always hot here. Yeah, Bailey, you're on the money. The racer game, let me just tilt this down a little bit so the comment doesn't cover my face as much. Yeah, the racer game. What's it called? Galactic Racer, which was announced at the Game Awards in December, which is a game coming out this year. Galactic Racer. I was actually just thinking about that game. Was it this morning or yesterday? Galactic Racer, if you aren't familiar. New game. Who's it done by? Is the question, actually. Let's get it up on the screen. Let's talk. Great actually subject, Bailey. Because we can talk about anything and everything today. I'm all for everything. How do you want to read it? Should we do it this way? Maybe that's cool. Maybe we could do it this way. Galactic Racer. Star Wars Galactic Racer is a runs-based high-stakes reinvention of racing born in the lawless outer rim of the Star Wars galaxy. That's a really wordy description. It gets even more wordy. But I love this sort of style. I mean, like the little graphic there next to it was really cool. Who is making this? I figured who makes this. But the little graphic here is super cool, and the trailer was like super fun. Let me share this. Let's get the music down low. Let's talk about this real quick. We're literally talking about anything today. Might as well talk about this. When is it slated to come out? Because I know it's set to come out 2026. It's on everything. PS5, Xbox, Steam, Epic Game Store. The only thing is that I feel like this would be a really great Nintendo Switch game. Should I accept the cookies? Let's deny them the cookies. But like, I like this design. How cool is this design? Like, I love that coloring. Cool ships. I like the logo. It's cool. Star Wars Galactic Racer. Yeah. With the Empire gone and the galaxy rebuilding, the Galactic League is created, an underground, unsanctioned circuit where syndicates bankroll chaos and champions are forged. Again, shout out to those who played the 1999 game, Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer, or Racer as it was called. I'm guessing it's very much like that. It's very much going to be like that, just with new, I think, ships and a different era, which is cool. It's really exciting. Yeah, I just saw that. Maybe that was what I was thinking of. I think that was yesterday or something. Yeah. So there's going to be pod racing in it. I think this would be really fun. It's like Star Wars Mario Kart. I mean, they should just say that to like sell it, really. Hey, want to play Star Wars Mario Kart? I would love that. So I'm very excited for when this comes out, because you best believe I'll get the hamsters in the wall. If you don't know that reference, you got to be the hamsters in the wall. Got to work overtime to get my gaming streams up and going, because I usually have technical issues there. But hopefully I can get them up and going to stream this game. I think that'll be really fun to do once it's dropped. Be really fun. Be real fun. Andrew coming in. Underworld. Oh yes, the show, the cancelled, uncreated, never to be produced show. Underworld was 50 hours worth of content from 60 scripts. Could you imagine all the crime families and hut activity? I think, honestly, the Underworld, 1138, like the biggest like missed kind of elements that of like of the George era that wasn't ever completed, that I think is super sad. You know, there's obviously a lot of EU books and, you know, his treatments for the sequels and all this stuff. I think that this Underworld, like, show, that would have been phenomenal. Like, coming off the back of, like, creating Clone Wars and having that off the ground, and then creating this very different, not child-focused, but, like, you know, more adult, gritty, live-action show of the Underworld. So cool. I think about that show frequently. I wish that would happen. First $2 dues coming in from Master CG. When can we expect your top 50? I think by the next Master meeting. I have been working on it. Again, it's this top 10 characters. It's really sticking me. I'm really getting stuck on it. But I've done 50. I've done my top 50 to number 10. So next Masters meeting, we'll book it in. Maybe. Half book it in. Love it. Love it. Oh my gosh. You know what? Crate would be a cool planet to do racing on because of literally just that design. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Flicking back to MacMan's comment. I hope 10 episodes is enough for Maul Shadow Lord. The other animated shows got 12 or more. Yes. That's a very good thing to bring up. Maul Shadow Lord. I'm still thinking about that. If you're following me on social media, I'm having a blast. I'm going through all this behind the scenes footage of Sam Witwer and, you know, like just all this stuff about how his approach to creating like the animated Maul was really interesting. But yeah, talking about the show itself, 10 episodes. Yes, I fear that. I feel like it's not enough because Bad Batch had a lot of episodes. How many? I feel like it was 16, and I feel like the first 2 seasons were 18 episodes, and maybe the last season was 16 or 15 episodes. But I definitely think, you know, as much as people complain about the filler episodes, those fillers are important because it kind of pads out, you know, some character development and time for that. Where I am worried about 10 episodes, like, not being enough time to really, like, flesh out what's going on there with Maul. But to sort of, not appease, kind of put at ease the concerns of how short of a season that is, of only 10 episodes, it is multiple seasons. It is multiple seasons. I do wish, I'm kind of with you, I think 12 would be, like, a minimum for an animated show. But it's multiple seasons. And they're confident about that. Like, when they announced that celebration, it's like, hey, we've made many things of this. And it's got to be ongoing. It's not a limited series. I think is very exciting. So I'm excited for that. I hope Maul is not just 10 episodes. Yeah, I know. But it is. It's over 5 weeks. 5 weeks start on April 6th. And it's 2 episodes per week. So that's how it's going to be running. Yeah, what was Bad Batch? 16, 16, and 15. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I remember that. Last season for some reason being one less. Yeah, see, that felt good. Like, I think the 16 mark definitely had, because that's enough for a solid opening. Like, each season opener of Bad Batch was like longer and more intense, and same with the finale. Each finale of Bad Batch was like really dramatic. You know, season 1, and it's like 2-3 episodes of an arc, or at least 3 episodes of an arc of the finale episodes. Like, the first season was Kamino going down. I feel like we forget about how dramatic that was, that Kamino got destroyed in Bad Batch. That was season 1. Then season 2 was like Sid betraying everyone and Omega being taken. And that was really sad and dramatic. And we're just left with that being like, oh, Omega's just kidnapped now. Bye. And then season 3, again, even more dramatic. People, who's going to die? What's going to happen? Is Tech alive or not? That's still going on. So kind of like the start and end of the season being like 3 episodes each being really strong. And then there's always like 1 or 2 arcs within the season that was very strong as well. But then within that is all those, what you say, filler. There's kind of filler episodes where it's just like, they're doing missions. We're just getting to know the Bad Batch. Like that felt right. You know what I mean? That felt like the right amount for an animated show. The 16 sort of mark. So yeah, you get to know a lot of characters with 6 episodes. So let's see how we, fill with 6 less and only 10 for Maul. Hey Cameron, how you doing? You have got some great guests lining up. If you love being sort of in the know of the Star Wars community and hearing from various creators, give Limitless Nerd a follow. Incredible guy doing great interviews of so many people in the community. He's doing some great content out there. Good to have you in the show, in the live chat, Cam. All right. I saw that rumor. Was that like last week? I can't remember. I think it was when I was sick. I can't remember. I saw it circulated being like, oh, it's pushed back. It's pushed back. I've heard other things that it is definitely going to be this year. Since that rumor circulated, I sort of tried to ask like random kind of source points, and everything's pointing that it is this year. So I dispel the fact that it's delayed or anything. I'm pretty sure Ahsoka I feel like they're going to aim for the August release again. But I really loved, I don't know if you cast your mind back. It's 2021. Was that the year? I think it was 2021. 2021. And Book of Boba Fett came out like December 29th, I want to say. It was in that week between Christmas and New Year's. We're all at home. We're all just like eating too much and relaxing and having a good time. And the Book of Boba Fett show starts. And again, see, that's another show that's like the opener of it was really good. The opening of that show is amazing. It's so cool. It's so fun. And I felt like that December period was actually a really great time to release a show. But that's to say, if Ahsoka's not ready by August, I would love a December release. I think that's really fun. I think that's really cool. Omega. I know. So many ways to pronounce it. I would still like a Rebellion animated series featuring older Omega. Yeah. The older Omega is very interesting. Hey, I loved that little epilogue for Bad Batch was incredible. I loved that. I really loved that. What do you think of the cloning facility creating Force hybrids from Darth Maul's race and Luke Skywalker's DNA, the hand? Like, what do you mean, what do I think of it? Like, should that not be a thing, or just do I like that concept? I mean, the cloning thing is such a, like, especially of like Force individuals and sort of trying to not even create the Force, but like manipulate the Force with midichlorians is like, it's been heavily done in EU, and it's actually now been heavily done in canon. It's, that was like the main thing of Bad Batch. It was, it's been popping up in all these other stories of cloning and all this stuff. So, it's fine. And like, I even think about, speaking of Darth Maul, his return. He was like cut in half. And I was watching a BTS about this, and they were saying, how did he actually physically like stay alive? And essentially, he just permanently was like using the Force on his own body to like keep it together. And like his spider abdomen and legs. Originally, the design was going to have like a green. You know what? Why am I yapping about this when I can show you the clip of like Dave Filoni explaining this? And I was like, this is actually really cool. This is a really cool explanation. Darth Maul returns BTS. What was the clip? Yeah, here it is. Let me find this exact clip of like how they explain like the legs and like the Force with him. It's really good. Okay. It's really interesting. I'm glad someone brought that up. Let's get the music off. Let's get this clip up. There we go. Okay, so this is a behind the scenes. What should I do? Let's do it this way, I guess. So this is Star Wars Clone Wars Season 4 behind the scenes. And this is like a... Hey, Rossi. Is that Sluggy in here too? So good. So good. Clone Wars Season 4 behind the scenes. It's Dave Filoni, Sam Witwer, Katie Lucas, who's George Lucas's daughter, and also she wrote so many things for the Clone Wars. That's such a fun fact that we don't acknowledge enough, that like his daughter like wrote a billion things in Clone Wars. So cool. And James Arnold Taylor. And they're like going through like all these like sort of story arcs from season 4. Anyway, I'm going to play it for like a minute. This is like them talking about like how he's like Maul Spider Maul and he's like design and how that worked. Volume should be good, but let me know if you can't hear it. Here, don't mind that part.
Now, I have a question for you, Dave. This animation for the Spider Maul, like that's
Spider Maul.
Very Ray Harryhausen in terms of the way it moves, like stop motion.
Yeah, I mean that Keith Kellogg, the animation supervisor, we worked on giving it a lot of the semblance. We wanted to feel like the Force was holding it together. That his twisted mind is all that kept it together. If you look close, you can see little pieces floating. Yeah. That was about all we had the time and budget for. We originally had it where you would actually see through him. There were holes in it, and you got.
How cool is that? So this was like an original design of it.
Yeah. That was about all we had the time and budget for. We originally had it where you would actually see through him. There were holes in it, and you got the feeling that it was just suspended trash. We didn't want something that looked like someone had worked on it and put it together.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted it to be an artifact of his kind of schizophrenia.
In the original script, he was foraging, so he would bring people down and eat. He was eating animals, so there were carcasses everywhere, and he was using their parts to build his legs. But Sam, I'm so happy. Yeah. Your performance.
And they talk about his voice there as a little bit as well. But how interesting is that? Just that little part talking about, like I love this photo that they did. This like original photo. I'm like, I want to see that in like a proper like form. Excuse me, I couldn't mute in time for that. But how cool is that image that you were gonna see almost like the Dathomiri magic, right? It's like that green dust. We talk about Marek and Ahsoka when he like dies, he like turns into that green Force dust, like Force ghost, whatever. So cool. And so you were originally gonna see that actually green sort of magic Force power like around his body, and the parts were going to be like floating because it's like he wasn't sort of almost like physically meant to be alive, obviously, but he was just like using all this magic and Force to like keep his like revenge alive. It's crazy cool. I love this photo. I'll leave it up for a second for people just to appreciate. It's so cool. Jesse, how you doing? I'm alive now. This is like my first live show in like 2 weeks. So let's hang out. Let's talk. Oh my God. Miss you. How are you? So many legends in the chat. Sorry, I'm trying to skip back. We'll catch you later, man. Oh boy, I almost missed you in there. How you doing? I don't think the Mando movie will be a hit. Yeah, I don't know. Mando's a whole other thing. I have a lot to say about the Mando movie, but I hope it does well. I hope it does better than we're, expecting it to be, really, essentially. But how cool is that about that mall design? I really want to find if there's like a proper image of that somewhere, because that's I don't know, cool design to me. Cool design to me. Anyway, I was just found that little piece of nugget of information the other day when I was sifting through some Clone Wars behind the scenes. I've been revived. I'm alive. The art looks like Venomous's artwork. That's really interesting you say that, because for the book club that we do for the members of the channel, we're doing Plagueis this month. So I've already read I listened to the audiobook of Plagueis, but I've just started re-listening to it. So I'm like up to I've only just started, so it's all the Venomous part as well. Venomous. What am I typing? Concept artwork? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Place. Gotta keep an eye on the time. Season. I know. I've tried. The other day I felt so bad when we were live at the same time. But yeah, we should. I do think we all Australian creators should make like a schedule, so we all. One of us is live at some point, and we never cross over. That'd be cool. Get the music back on. But yeah, what do you mean? Artwork? What do you mean artwork? Just like concept art? Venomous. I never, because I haven't read it and I only listened to the audiobook of Plagueis. I thought it was like venomous, like venom. But is it like venomous? Venomous. How do you spell it? It's a great book, isn't it? It's a very good book. Hang on, let me try and find Star Wars. I can't even remember. Was he a Darth Venomous? Venomous. How do you spell that? Artwork. Rossi, what artwork are you referencing? You're referencing something very specific. Oh my God, kill me. I thought you were talking about damn Venomous from Plagueis. Oh my days. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so good. What a great, miscommunication, though. That's hilarious. Darth Venomous. Venomous. Look at this Bith guy. But yeah, also another plug, another shameless plug. That's another reason to become a channel member. Because book club, if you're a knight or a master, you can call in and you're part of it. You can talk and discuss as a group. If you're a Padawan, which is just $1 a month, you can watch along live to what we talk about. There's Venomous. There's this guy. There's just some cool fan art about Venomous. That's pretty cool. I just like that he's a Bith, because you can call him a Bith Sith, or a Sith Bith. That's fun. That's a good time. But anyway, Darth Venomous, there he is. Not the same one. That's really funny, Rossi. SBC, how you doing? Thoughts on Legends? I'm reading the Thrawn trilogy right now. I'm on Dark Force Rising right now. Not too bad so far. Yeah, I mean, I've only read a handful of EU. I've only read Plagueis. I read Courtship of Princess Leia. Credit to Darth, lol, Master CG. And what was the other one? I always forget the name of the other one. Courtship and... Where is it? Where's the book? I'm looking over here because my bookshelf's over here. Oh, The Truce of Bakura. The Truce of Bakura. At Bakura. Is the other one I've read. Have I read any other EU? I don't think I've read any other EU, but, I mean, from those three, it's like, this is cool. This is, a great time. We're exploring different things. It's really fun. It's really fun. So, I mean, I think we talked about this in my master's meeting the other day. I love that they made, when Disney bought Lucasfilm, they made it Legends. I feel like this is one of my most controversial takes. Like if someone says, "Oh, it's a controversial take on Star Wars," maybe that's it. I don't know if that's odd or not, but it's probably the fact that they said, "Hey, all these books are now it's going to be titled Legends and EU and Expanded Universe, and that's going to be its own section. We're still going to print it for you. You can still read it. It's still going to be Star Wars. It's still going to be licensed Star Wars. It's still a part of everything. But to make a clean slate, we're going to, create that expanded universe and, this canon." I think that was the best decision ever. I think that was a really great call. And so, I love it. I love it to answer SBC. Really cool stuff. I think there's probably some, I often hear like crazy things being like, "Oh, in EU, this person was like, did these crazy things," and it just feels too hilarious. It feels too far-fetched for Star Wars. It's funny that I say that. But the Thrawn trilogy, that's definitely high up on my list. I think I want to hit that at some point this year, because I've read the Thrawn canon. The Thrawn trilogy is interesting because Timothy Zahn did the original Thrawn trilogy, what you're reading, 30, 40 years ago. When was that first one? Almost 40 years ago. But then he wrote another one. Forget it. They're like, "Hey, do another one." And he's like, "Sure." And apparently they're both great. I mean, the canon one, the canon Thrawn that I read, great. Like, really compelling character. Really different to, not different, but I just think so much more complex. Like, I thought he was complex in Star Wars Rebels. Which is interesting. And it's such interesting with Star Wars fans, like when you get introduced to certain characters. I got introduced to Thrawn in Star Wars Rebels. Whereas, other people, and I think CG, you would be the same. Like, CG, you were introduced to, Thrawn 30 years ago when it came out in the books, in the original trilogy. So it's interesting. There's different sort of entry points of characters, especially one like Thrawn. I found him in Rebels and I really liked the character. And then the canon Timothy Zahn trilogy I thought was fantastic. And obviously everyone says the original Thrawn trilogy is also just as good. Dark Force Rising, is that the second one? To be honest, I don't know the names. Is it? Yeah, this is the second one, right? Phidias, how you doing? Hey, Midlow. Oh, this pains me. I can't tell if you're just pulling my leg. Did I just get really bright all of a sudden? There we go. I must have it on auto. Hello, Midlow. For a rewatch, I would do it in like episode order. I would go from Phantom, like chronological Star Wars order. I would go from Phantom Menace. I would go 1 through 9. But I would also watch Rogue One. What were you saying the other day? You didn't like Rogue One. I would watch Rogue One in between Revenge and A New Hope. I would do it like completely chronological for a rewatch, I'd say. Shatterpoint. Yeah. I recommend Dark Lord Rise of Darth Vader. Yeah, there's because with the book club, right? So this is the members book club. And pretty much we're going to be alternating canon books and non-canon books. So last month in January we did the Bad Batch book that came out last year. This month we're doing Plagueis, and then I think we haven't decided the next month's one. But then we're probably going to go to, I'm thinking maybe the Revenge of the Sith novelization, which is sort of in the middle of canon and EU. Hey, because it was written before Disney, before they said, hey, all the publishing is EU now, but they also actually haven't said, hey, this is a Legends book. They actually haven't said that. And if anything, they're kind of being like, oh, but this one kind of, gets through and like, is it like kind of okay? They're kind of weird about it, hey. Sergi! Hey, everyone, how you doing? Sag! Oh my God, can we call him Sag from now on? Hey, Sag. Cronzy Donzy? Cracking names in the chat today. So good. Mega. When is MegaCon actually? What is that? Oh, man, so many comments to catch up on. I get it, but I also there's not enough. Like, he was on the screen for like 3 minutes. Like, I can't hate someone like that is on the screen for like 2 seconds. Solo. Oh yeah, true. Oh man, we needed to wait for Solo because I feel like we should do a rewatch of Solo on the channel because I haven't watched that movie in goddamn like 5 years. I need to rewatch that movie. I barely remember it. Crazy take, CG. Watch movies backwards, except for the sequels. What do you mean? Like start from the ending and rewind them? That's funny. EU Thrawn is better. Look at the Sag. This pretty much takes up my entire face. I'm gonna read it from down here because it's such a long ass comment. How did YouTube allow this, man? EU Thrawn is greater than canon novel Thrawn. Is greater than Rebels Thrawn, which is greater than Ahsoka Thrawn. And I'm assuming all the dashes in between is like not just like greater than, but like real. You're trying to say like, oh, it's really greater than. I'm assuming that's what you're meaning. But look at this comment. Imagine if this is what every comment was. Oh, on my face. I'm gonna do this. Hey. Oh, so good. Okay, Sag, this is gonna be really fun. Again, at some point this year, probably more into the middle of the year, I'll read the trilogy. I'm excited. I'm really excited because I might actually agree with you. But I agree with it because I agree with everything else. For me, it's novel. It's canon novel Thrawn, then Rebels Thrawn, then Ahsoka Thrawn. I agree with that. So it's going to be interesting of where the EU sits for that. Very interesting. Visor of Evil, another fun one. Everyone always says is good. Rossi coming in. My God, with a 5 gifted memberships. You can now. Okay, if you were one of those 5, you can actually re-watch the book club that we had this month. It was about the Bad Batch book, Sanctuary. And you can watch the upcoming, which is going to be in like 3 weeks' time, the upcoming Plagueis book review discussion panel that the Knights of the channel, the Masters of the channel, and myself all will do a live show recording, discussing, and reviewing. So thank you, Rossi, sharing that RaeSide love. And also, those 5 can be part of what we're literally talking about right now. So good. Yes. Forget Rossi. Now it's Wassi. Oh, so interesting. So interesting. Outbound Flight? Is that a non-Star Wars sort of book he did? I'm assuming, maybe? He's a cool guy, Timothy Zahn. I wonder if I should get him on the channel. Okay. Plan. Write it down. Should we put it on the right board? What we're going to do, once I read the EU trilogy, then I'll try and reach out to him and be like, hey, come and let's have a live chat. And I want to compare these 2 trilogies and I want to talk about them and how he went about them. Oh, okay. If I can, talk to Tamora Morrison, I can figure out how to get to Timothy Zahn. I'll work on it. Because that would be really fun if I've read all of the Timothy Zahn stuff and then we get to talk about it. That'd be fun. It's in March. Nice. That's cool. MegaCon's always really big. There's usually a decent amount of Star Wars stuff there. I'm assuming like Hayden's probably going to be at it. Maybe Rosario or someone. There's usually some good people there. Really good too, but even he couldn't top his best work. Yeah, I've said it before. I think I was trying to convince CG to do this. But the second book, you don't even, because like the trilogy of the canon Thrawn ones, you don't actually need to read all 3. This auto lighting is hilarious. But this is one of the canon ones. This is the second in the trilogy. Thrawn Alliances, if you're like skeptical of canon Star Wars books, especially, like this is one to read because it's like, it felt like EU to me because it was sort of that just really like sort of technically dense sort of book. Like it didn't have a massive amount of sort of, how do I describe this? Like movement of the story. Like it was very focused on like just like this one thing, and it was just like chapters and pages on just like Thrawn's thought of this one moment he had, and it was very, very descriptive. So it was very, this is like, to me so far, this is the most EU feeling book of the canon books I've read. That's my take there. So if you're suspicious of Star Wars canon currently, read this. If you like EU, it's good. Thrawn Alliances, so interesting. Where are we? I'm coming back now. Oh yeah, this is talking about the Revenge of the Sith. Consider it canon, but there are elements that in there that are legends. You just need to sort through it. The main bit I remember is saying Depa Balapa. Depa Balapa. You can't read Depa Balapa's name and not say it like Tom Kane, like the narrator of Clone Wars, like what's his Admiral Yularen in the Clone Wars. The way Tom Kane pronounces her name is phenomenal. But yeah, that's really interesting. She turns to the dark side. Depa Balapa. Conflict has struck Depa Balapa and her Padawan. Kaden Janice. Oh, so good. So good, man. Depa Balapa. Addicted. That's gotta be like my new freaking tick or something. I don't know. Yes, see? Okay, if Rossi's saying, note that down. If Rossi is saying that he likes the Disney Thrawn books, that's saying something. That's saying something. This is the shoe-in. This is how I get all the CGs and the Master Sages of the world into Star Wars canon. It's good stuff. That's true, I guess. Well, kind of. Are there? What are they called? I get confused with all the names. I get all the namings confused. Confused. I've read all 10 Thrawn. There's 10? God help me. I thought there was just the trilogy. I'm learning so much. Thrawn EU books. Bulls books is what I was trying to say. There's 10? Okay, all right. Slow down. There's the Thrawn trilogy, so there's Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, The Last Command. And that was written in 1991. There you go. 35 years ago. That's crazy. So that's the only one I know. The Hand of Thrawn duology, Spectre of the Past, Vision of the Future. I haven't heard of these books at all. And then he was also appeared in Outbound Flight. Oh, that's what... Who was saying that before? He's read that other book. And I was like, is that even Star Wars? That is Star Wars. Fake fan, huh? Come on. Damn. Well, you'll learn something new every day. I really thought he was only in those 3 EU books. There you go. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Lanky, that was you before. I was like, is that Star Wars? There we go. Interesting. I really didn't know there was any more EU in there. There you go. Spectre of the Past, Visions of the Future. That sounds like damn X-Men movies. Is that not? They're X-Men movies. Spectre of the Past, Visions of the Future. What's that one? Saj, you made me watch Days of Future Past. What? That's some X-Men sounding crap there. A 2 to the they follow up the trilogy. There you go. Okay. See, this is so fun. We're learning. We learn so much. 10 Zahn EU books. Oh, okay, gotcha. So there's 5 EU Thrawn books, but Zahn's done 5 others. There you go. And $2 dues. Thank you, Rossi, for that one. I like how you, did you feel like you had to pay to be like, I'm sorry, I got this fact wrong. But I get you. Days of Future Past. Yeah, that sounds like one of those. What was the title of it? Visions of the Future. Spectre of the Past. Yeah, sounds like just like if you said Spectre of the Past, Days of Future Past, and Visions of the Future, I would be like, that's a movie trilogy. There you go. That's hilarious. I'll prop you up a little bit more, Rossi. What else have you got for me? Thrawn is a more interesting character in the Disney books because he's morally grey. Honestly, read that first time, I thought you said gay. In the EU books, he's more of just a standard bad guy. Yeah, okay, interesting. Man, this is going to be real different then. I'm really excited for that then because that's what I was saying about the canon Thrawn stuff is like it's really just like his thoughts, his little minutia in, what he's doing and planning and why it's not like his feelings. It's not like kind of fluff. It's like his every kind of this very descriptive way of like why he's creating and being a part of the empire and what he's kind of how he twists people within the empire. It's really good. So that's interesting to hear that he was more just like a standard bad guy. Other original trilogy Thrawn readers, do you agree with that? Motzi, how you doing? What's bring with a clear goal from the jump, so he's also going to come across as bad because he's always operating from the opposition. That's true. That is true. The chiss. I still like. Don't ask me a question about the chiss. I still don't really understand what's going on there. I mean, it's there's some sort of very vague, like, you know, references in the canon stuff of like his people, other sort of, you know, places and the chiss and what have you. But you know, I know that's very heavy in the EU stuff. So interesting. Emperor's Hand is straight 5 from the EU books. Okay, book it. Maybe that should be. Is that what's the first one? What's the first one? Is Heir to the Empire the first of the trilogy? So that should, if we're on track, and I think we will. The last one I did as a vote, but I think I might just make an executive decision here of for April. April will probably be doing that. April. Let's book it. Is that, yeah, because that's the first of the trilogy, hey. Yeah, it's like, well, I guess I can't say anything yet, but yeah, like there's heaps of character stuff. But it sounds like in the other trilogy there's a lot more action and like story of like other characters. Who's that guy? EU nerds. Who's that guy that he's like green and he's got a black ponytail and is he the villain as well in the books or something? Who's the old guy on the cover of Heir to the Empire as well? Heir to the Empire book cover. Because that book cover I've seen like 1,000 times. Is that guy, the green guy? Is he in the Heir to the Empire? I think I'm making that up now, actually. Hang on, let me get this on the screen. Zizor? Prince Zizor? Is that what, I think you guys talk about that guy all the time. Why is that such a tiny photo? Hang on. That makes it so pixelated. Hang on. Let me get a better picture. Give me 2 seconds. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so who? The one character I don't know of is old mate, like the ripped grandpa in the middle here. That has me interested. Like, who's this guy? What's his deal? Move that a little bit. They reprinted all the covers for Heir to the Empire to the Empire trilogy. Did they? Oh, that name. Joris, yeah, how do you say it? Like Cyaboth or something like Cyboth? Both? Like it's, you pronounce the C, right? Like it's a weird name. Joris Cyaboth? Cyboth? Of a Jedi from the Clone Wars. Fascinating. Joris. Was there like Rossi, was like a original that's really funny. Someone made it like Last Jedi. Oh no, Force Awakens themed with Snoke in the middle. That's hilarious. It's so good. Was there? Because that's the more recent cover. True, that's the more recent cover. Which, to be fair, cool cover. That's actually a pretty great Cyaboth. Yeah, Cyaboth. But yeah, this is like, and I like that sort of branding that they did. You know, they had that like gold band being like Legends. Not too bad. $19 on Amazon right now. I'll probably get the audiobook, to be honest. Let's be real. Who's got time to read? Hey, Stanley, how you doing? Let me just saw you coming in. Joris Cyboth. Cybioth. Interesting. He's buried on Dathomir. I was actually about to make that. I feel like in my mind, in the depths of my mind, there's some sort of correlation that people always make to, Malicos in Fallen Order, to Cyboth. I feel like I've heard people kind of like make that reference. Interesting stuff. Thrawn trilogy, hey? Man, we are jumping all over the place today. Love it. Clock it. Crazy Jedi named Cyboth. Actually, he's one of the major characters in the Outbound flight book. Such a dislikable guy. There you go. Your favorite book series, is it? Yeah, the Thrawn one. Apparently it's good. April book club for the channel members. We'll start it. Head of the Empire. That cough still holding on, hey. Still holding on. Oh, the Mara Jade. I know. I feel like I've got to be in the know of Mara Jade. I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm. Everyone has an inside joke about Mara Jade but me. Can't wait. I can't wait to actually, like, get into that and understand that. Oh, be super interesting. Hey, Daniel. Hope you're having a good day. Good to see you in here. But we'll keep this live show short. We'll only be live for a little couple of minutes more. But life's good. Star Wars is exciting. I'm excited for Star Wars this year. Lot planned. Maul show starting. I'm excited to cover that. Then we'll have a couple of weeks and then build up to the Mando movie. That's going to be exciting to... I think whatever the movie turns out to be, I think just the energy around the Mando movie I'm excited for personally. Obviously, we'll do lots of live shows. I'm planning to have Brendan Wayne back on the show for a live show. Not an interview, but literally a live show. So it's going to be exciting sort of energy around the movie, but we'll see how the movie is. Ahsoka, and I've all steam ahead to be in Texas this August. Texas, I always forget. I say it's Dallas. It's the place just north of Dallas where Rebel ScumCon is. What is it? What's that place called? I don't know. But that's going to be August. I'm really excited. Should be a good year of stuff. But more importantly, more immediately, we were meant to have an extra member stream last week, but again, I was super sick for pretty much like a full 10 days. So only getting around to it. Probably in the next couple of days, you'll see there'll be just like a random bunch of live shows pumping out to catch up on. Because even when there's no current Star Wars happening, like today, there's so much EU books, anything to talk about and discuss. Rossie's read 25? Man, I got to catch up to you, man. I should count too. That's actually interesting that you know that number. I wonder what my number is. Definitely not that much. Like 3 EU and maybe like 10 canon. Interesting. But like I say, even when there's nothing going on, there's always something exciting to talk about. Austin? No, not Austin. It's like it's just above Dallas. It's like a specific place. Oh, yeah, actually, I'm going to just Google it before this annoys me. Texas. Frisco! There it is. That's what it is. So it's like in like the greater Dallas area. Frisco, Texas. Book it. Get there if you're nearby. As I've been saying this whole time, if I can get there from Sydney, then you can make it there too. The VIP tickets are almost sold out, but all the general tickets still all available. August, it's going to be a great time. 3 days of just Star Wars stuff. It's so cool. It's so cool. There you go, Cam. Yeah, actually, Cam will be there. It'll be fun. It'll be so fun. I think I will. I mean, Outlaws was such a funny game. That was such an interesting game. But I'm actually really excited to pick up that book. ND5 was a really interesting character to sort of like give this not super battle droid, commando droid, almost like a personality. It was really interesting. I love that throughout the game. I think I sort of enjoyed his character more than probably Kay Vess's character. So I'm probably gonna pick it up. Definitely pick it up. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, it's true. Wouldn't it be nice March to April? Wouldn't it be nice March into April? in the mall series with a real story. Yeah, it'll be exciting. It's exciting. April 6th. Yeah, I always do Audible. Like, I kind of want to own the physical copy, but I don't have time to like sit and read it. I'm just gonna audiobook that. But there is where we'll start to wrap up just this short catch-up, hangout, talking Star Wars sesh today. Let's get the wrap-up music in here. Thank you so much for dropping by. I'm so sorry it's been so quiet on the channel recently. Again, stuff will start coming out. I've got a backlog of videos to share out with you. But keep an eye out for members and also just general streams here on the channel. We're going to be back into the full swing of things here. But this has been so fun. Thank you so much for Rossi and CG giving those soupies and memberships out. Really appreciate it. Supports me here on the channel. And one thing that I never ever mention, that I keep being like, oh my God, I need to mention this more. Why do I never say anything? Let me get the link real quick. Is of course, if you want to rep the RaeSide, if you want to share your love a little bit more of being part of the community and how much, I mean, I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you have a good time being here. Make sure you check out my merch store. Get a RaeSide hat, a shirt. It all a little bit goes into the production company that makes them, but it also, obviously, I get a little bit of a cut of it too, and it's a massive help of the channel. So if you don't want to just be super chatting here live, pick up a shirt, a hat, a RaeSide something. It helps me a bunch. I appreciate it. I'm trying to give me 2 seconds. I'm struggling to get the damn link for this. Where's the link? Am I crazy? Oh. Hang on. I literally got to put up like this screen to like find this link. Oh my gosh. Is my merch store still there? Stay there. Hang on. Got it. I got it. Don't worry. Found it. Oh my God. There it is in the comments. Check it out. Check out the stuff I have. Hats, shirts, all that fun things. But thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your evening. I'll catch you real soon in another stream upcoming. And until then, make sure you're always choosing the RaeSide.